AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Let's get right into the drops. Get over it.
Knicks Rehab.
Back-to-back ass whoopings, man. OKC, Chicago, and now Orlando. 3 straight losses for the New York Knicks. It's a damn disaster. Final score for tonight, 103-94. Orlando Magic have defeated the New York Knickerbockers. 24 points for Cole Anthony. 19 points for Wendell Carter. 15 points for KCP Contavious Caldwell Pope. I don't even know how I could say his name. That's crazy. 24 for Bridges. 24 for Brunson. Wasn't a good 24. 15 for Josh Hart. OG Anunoby with an ugly 9 points. That shit was horrible. Precious Achiuwa, 5 of 6, 10 points for him. 14 rebounds for Josh Hart, 10 rebounds for Jericho Sims. 8-man rotation campaign, paid 12 minutes. He had 8 points. Yeah, let's get into it, man. AllBall, you jump right into this. You feel disgusted. I think we all feel what you feel, so definitely got to hear what you got to say about this game, man. She was an atrocity.
That might have been one of the worst basketball games I've watched in a long time. That game was so difficult to watch. And it's not even about me being a Knicks fan. Just basketball in general. That game was horrific to watch. Tonight proved that Tibbs needs to go. Tibbs got to go. He's not the only problem, but I don't see us trading Brunson or trading OG or Bridges. Tibbs has to go. I know my brother Flea don't agree with that. We can go back and forth about that tonight. It's fine. Love him no matter what. But I've never liked Tibbs. And I'm starting to think twice about Brunson. Not being a Knick, but his position on the floor. Because when the ball goes through him, we look terrible. When the ball goes through Bridges, it seems like the offense flows beautifully. I know I ain't bugging. I'm the biggest Brunson stan. But Brunson digressed. Brunson looks worse every game. I have to give him smoke. I laugh and troll everybody else. I have to give him smoke. Brunson is getting worse game by game. I see no progress. His nothing at all. He made a joke when he got caught for the offensive foul about flopping, and then he got caught flopping against Cole Anthony. He's horrific on defense. His decisions, his basketball decisions sometimes mind boggles me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm at a loss for words. This game was terrible. I gotta give a shout out to the Orlando Magic and that head coach. To have your team ready to play at all times. In Flea, this is what I mean by Tibbs. We are never ready to play. We are never ready to play. Orlando Magic, that coach, had his troops ready to play. And this is Flea. Remember a while ago when we talk about coaches, and it's like, I know it was a head coach, but when we watch the game, you can see who's a good head coach when you get everything out of your guys, right? But also, this is why I don't like Tibbs. But also the players, they have to get the blame too. Why do y'all have to help on defense against third string guys? This is how the Carter and KCP hit those three. I'm watching the game going, Hart, what are you cheating for? Stay on your band. Tibbs is a defensive head coach. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to argue. But Tibbs has to go. Because what other move are we going to make? Like I said, we're not trading anybody. Brunson and Cat is our franchise guys. So I'm big on going down with the ship. But I'm going to be honest, and this may sound a little crazy. Give me 2 seconds, please. Fabian, please. No, because when I say stuff, people think I be playing around and I'm a panicker and
But you're a self-proclaimed panicker.
Everybody can go but Cat and Brunson. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious, Fleet. Listen. OG, Bridges, or Hart can go. And this is why Hart is not better than John Starks. That's another time. I gotta make us laugh because listen, man, this is like a funeral tonight.
I started this laughing. Like,
But before I let y'all go, right? Big shout out King Speech, big shout out Paulson, everybody.
Yeah, big shout out RP, King Speech, everybody in the chat.
We trade for Bridges, give up 5 picks. We trade for Cat, we sign OG to the max. Brunson turns down an extra $100 million. And we're liable to lose in the first round. What head coach should be able to keep their job after that? This is 5-6 years Tibbs has been here, and we have not gotten better. Any other team, we'll blame the coach. Now, Flea, I agree when you say, what's the backup plan? I have no answer to that. So you are 100% correct when you break that down beautifully. Like I said, your basketball mind is, listen, bro, you family. So
lay to death, OG. You know that.
But any other coach would be fired already. Like we got to keep it real. Us as Knicks fans, us as an organization, us as a fan base, we fall in love with people by default. Like I said, we'll be the type where we would have said we not trading Jordan for Starks because he's a Knick and all that bullshit. If we're not going to trade Cat or Brunson, which we know we're not, who's the person that got to go to make a change? It's either going to be the rest of the cast or the head coach. At this point, we may have to look for a trade to go get Jimmy Butler. And let me explain why. Now I'll let y'all cook. Certain things on the court, it should not happen. There's no fire. There's nobody holding nobody accountable. We're just on the court smooth and cool. We ain't did nothing to won nothing. Tonight proved that I've been right ever since I've been on social media. Tom Thibodeau is not a good head coach. He belongs on the sideline, but not as a head coach. And at this point, I don't know how good of a defensive coach he is. I'm trying to figure out, was he the defensive head coach in Boston, or was that KG and them dudes and Rondo and them dudes? Because at this point, Fleet, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with Tibbs. I don't want to have no parts of Tibbs. I'm sorry. From Chicago, you run guys in the ground. Minnesota, it didn't work. And then now you come here and it's not working. We have to be realistic. Right now, if we play Atlanta, Cleveland, Boston, Milwaukee in the first round, in the words of my brother Flea, we will get thumped. That is a fact. And if we play Indiana in the first round, we might lose. That is a fact. And I'm basing it off of the way we're playing basketball right now. Even with Cat on the court having MVP numbers, we are still playing bad basketball. We are not losing close games. We are bad three-point shooting team. We are bad free throw shooting team. And we are horrific on defense, and we can't stop a nosebleed. Tonight, if I'm Leon Rose and them guys, if I'm Dolan, I'm having a meeting with Tibbs, and I'm letting Tibbs go. Straight up and down, next man up, and we'll figure it out from here. But Tibbs got to go. Like I said, if we not going to trade one of our guys, because what's out there? Who we going to trade for? We ain't nobody out there. Everybody already said pat. We ain't going to get KD or LeBron or Luka or Joker. Let's be realistic. I'm firing Tibbs, and I'm dealing with the consequences. Because with Tibbs or without Tibbs, right now, we are not a championship contender team. not the way we're playing basketball. And I said this last week, and this is my last point, and I'm sorry to take up so much time.
No, get to it. Go ahead.
As a head coach, when you have this type of roster, I've never heard Tibbs preach championship. Why are we so content with playoffs? I've heard people say, well, we need to make the conference. No. This is a roster, and we traded for guys and gave guys the money to play for a championship. Right now, we will lose in the first round. And I'm not even confident if we play Chicago in the first round, how we would look. And I'm dead serious, because we play bad basketball and we can't stop nothing. So for me, I've been on social media over 3 years, and I've been preaching I don't like Tibbs. I've been preaching that. My brothers can attest to that. I love him so much that I said, okay, I'm gonna rock with Tibbs. But I'm back on my BS. Tibbs gotta go. Tibbs gotta go. He's on the sideline, no fire. We are never ready to play. We never get up for the bad teams or the good teams. We always start off slow. And there's no game plan. When you watch the game, there is no game plan. And I'm gonna be honest. I hope we didn't make a mistake with Brunson.
Eyes on the prize, brother. Basketball season is heating up, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. You can now win up to 1,000 times your money on Prize Picks. Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Download the app today and you can use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
I'm gonna leave it at that for now.
Flea, I think before you go, I definitely want you to touch on, I think in the third quarter, Brunson led the whole game for the most part with the plus minus. He was the only guy positive until the fourth quarter. And in the third quarter, even though we were losing, I felt like when Shaman and Campaign were there, I thought of you immediately because they were wreaking havoc. They were sliding around. They weren't settling, in my opinion. They weren't doing what AllBall was saying with Josh Hart cheating. And then the transition baskets or the transition plays took place, and they were frenetic. And as soon as that happened, he subbed in Brunson. I'm not saying that you trade him, but if it's a dogfight, we had two guys in there, Shamit and Campaign, that you brought in for that. Are we going to blame the right calf strain, the right calf tendonitis with tightening on Brunson for this, Fleet? Like, what the hell is going on, man?
Fleet, before you go, we never led in the second half. Just before you go, Fleet, we never led in the second half.
They had to lead the whole second half. Listen, I think this is the first sign of adversity. Let me start there. 3-game losing streak. We just came off from winning 9 in a row. We were thumping our chest up here. We were smiling. We was high-fiving. Everything was love, right? Beating bad teams. It was all love, right? Top 3 defense in the league for the first couple of weeks of December. Like, it's love. It's all love. And as soon as we hit a rough patch, now we're gonna overreact. I get it. That's what we do. You see the jersey I got on. I got a Spreewell jersey on. This, I love the Knicks. I love us. But this is what we do. We start panicking. Now, are we playing good basketball? We're playing bad basketball right now. We're playing very bad basketball right now. We're not playing together. It's a lot of your turn, my turn. It's not a lot of ball movement. And Jalen Brunson has a lot to do with that. Jalen Brunson is the guy, right? Jalen Brunson is the guy that we put the ball in his hands and say, go. He has to find a balance of going and getting everybody else involved. The first couple of minutes of that first quarter, be honest, the entire first quarter, The ball was moving. He was the only guy that didn't score. But if you noticed how the ball was moving, the rhythm that we were playing in the first quarter, other than that, the rest of the game, we did not look good. Even ending that quarter, as soon as Mike Breen said he was 0 for 5, he hadn't scored all night, he hit a shot. And the game just seemed like it changed because then he felt like, okay, I'm hot now. Let me go get it. Bridges always has a mismatch. I never look at Bridges and look at him like he can't beat his matchup. You have to go to him. He does a lot for us. He's playing with confidence now. He shook all that shit off. He's playing very well. You got to go to him. As far as getting rid of Tibbs, look, good coaching is not easy to find in the NBA. It ain't easy to find. And if we ready to move on from Tibbs, then we got to just bite the bullet and do it. But good coaching does not come easy in this league. And we could take 1,000 steps back if we decide to say, okay, we fire Tibbs and move on with somebody else. Who a lot of people got to sign off on that. Is Brunson going to be okay with that? Is Cat going to be okay with that? Okay, we want to do that. That's cool. But the guys that we're going to trust to take us to the promised land, we were just talking about we a finals contending team. We just said that last week. Now we talking about we can't stop a nosebleed. Which one is it? Like this is the NBA season, man. It's a 3-game losing streak. I know it's tough, but I don't think it's time to panic. We did not have Karl Anthony Towns tonight. We ain't bring that up. He plays. This is a different game. You know, we've been beating who we're supposed to be. I think we just hitting a bad stretch, and we need to figure some things out. I'm gonna leave it at this and let you do what you do, Fabian. Questioning if Brunson is the future to go forward. It's true. He's a smaller guard. Let me know how many small guards have led their team to NBA championships as the guy. It don't happen very often. Brunson is getting very, very easy to guard. You put a longer pause, you put a long guard on him, you put a stronger guard on him, you put a taller guard on him. He struggles. I love him, but we got to call a spade a spade. It is what it is. And then on defense, he can't stop nobody. The attitude of how we're playing right now, I'm gonna say this and go ahead, Fabian. We got to get back on a string. A lot of guys is for self right now. Brunson passed the ball to the wing to Precious, and he cut back door. Precious missed him. And this is the first time I ever seen Brunson have an attitude. He was like, fuck, like he had an attitude about being missed going back door. But I think Precious went to the corner for Bridges. I think Bridges hit a 3 or, they started moving the ball. But I was watching Brunson, and Brunson was pissed that he did not get the ball when he went back door. For me, that's a sign of, what's up, fellas? We're not connected. You don't trust Precious to make a good play. Right? So we got some things to address, man. We are dog shit on defense. We don't play with energy. When we're down, we get down. We chatting too much with the referees. Shut the hell up and get back on defense. Every time I turn around, we chatting with them. Stop talking to them. Let them do their job. Play basketball. Josh Hart, you whining too much. Shut up. Brunson, you chatting too much to the refs. Shut up. The attitude is off right now. I see the body language. It's a little off. We got to get it back together. I don't know if Tibbs is the guy to, if that's the answer, that'll light a fire one way or the other, OG. I mean, I'm going to just say that. That'll light a fire one way or the other.
Just real quick, great point. I just want to always, Latoria B, Daniel Bryant, Darlene Bryant. Why I keep saying Daniel? Darlene Bryant, Latoria B. Beautiful young ladies in the building. Always love. Everybody in the chat, please say hello to the beautiful ladies. Please. I apologize for being a little rude, but this is what happens when... Go ahead, Fabian. Lord have mercy.
Well, Laturia just reminded me of a stat that what's up, Laturia? Laturia! Darlene the Queen. She said the refs still issuing on us though. And Clyde Frazier did say we are 16-3 when we challenge with the replay against the refs. How the hell do you get 16 calls wrong, refs? The referee NBA conspiracy, all ball conspiracy is in effect. Do they miss a lot of calls? I guess so, maybe. But I'm more disappointed in our style of play. We shot 18% against the worst three-point shooting team in the league. They shot 35%, which is below average. That's disgusting. We definitely miss Deuce McBride, right? Clearly we miss Cat. But Tibbs does not have a feel for the game when he comes into the game clearly with a game plan. Here's my 7-8 man rotation. Why can't you let Kolick go up against Cole Anthony, Bizzotti? Anthony Black is not even playing, I don't think. The kid Gary Harris ain't even playing. All their guys are missed. Jalen Suggs is not playing. Jalen Suggs
out there kicking Brunson ass tonight.
But these guys ain't playing. So when are they going to learn how to play an NBA game? When are they going to learn how to you got to go into the court and learn what not to do in this system. And I said this the other day, Flea. What you just said right now confirmed exactly what I believe. Maybe Tibbs is the Mark Jackson of the New York Knicks. You fire him, and we find out Steve Kerr. Who that may be, I don't know, but that's their job. That's not my job. I'm tired. I said it the other day. Don't come to me with that, because none of y'all tell me who's going to be a good head coach in the next 10 years. Nobody could predict that.
It's hard. That's hard. It's like a perfect storm, right? Everything got to come together. Everything got to come together. So,
and I just don't think he has a great feel for the game. And in that third quarter, thank you NBA.com for helping us out. The plus minus was in reverse. Jalen Brunson was a -6, -5 for Bridges, -5 for Jericho Sims. But I see a -2 for Shaman and a +1 for Cameron Payne. And for me, yeah, it was 3 minutes, 2 minutes, but they were in the game just in a dogfight. This was not the Orlando Magic. Do not play some sophisticated style on offense. It's not their game. Their game is New York Knicks basketball. They're trying to play defense. They didn't block every shot, but Bizzotti and Jonathan Isaac damn near changed every shot in the paint, including in transition. They were right there. And we didn't have those guys. We missed Cat and Mitchell Robinson with that. And yes, Cat is not the greatest defender, but he tries. You're missing that 7-foot frame in there to do something.
Fabian, what's our identity as a basketball team right now?
None when Cat's not there.
No. No. Fully loaded as who we are as a basketball team. What's our identity?
Yo, after watching Cat up against OKC in Chicago, the identity is wherever you think Cat is going to get a mismatch at that night. Because that shit that he did against Chicago was bananas. I was totally impressed. OKC.
The fourth quarter was good.
He went crazy, and we didn't even feed him the ball on OKC, so he was like a diversion because we were going crazy in the first half against OKC.
But my point is, when you answered that question, you didn't even answer it with who we are as a team. You answered it with whatever Cat is. And my point is that the identity that we had last season was an identity of playing defense, being gritty, and obviously playing through Brunson. But now we got all of these great players, because we do have great players on our team. It's not like we don't have guys that could play great basketball, but we have zero identity now. It's a lot of finesse. It's a lot of diva. It's not much grit and grime and getting that out the mud. We playing like we won something already. And that's the problem for me. What have we won? We've not done shit yet. Nothing. That 9-game losing streak is over with, baby. Like, we in the throes of this shit right now. This is like I kept saying, this part of the season is going to be a gauntlet. And you can see it already. These first 3 games, we forgetting how to put this shit together. Like, we a different basketball team. We're a different basketball team. And, you know, being a new team, and I'm going to keep saying it, we are a new team. It's a completely different team that we fell in love with last season.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.